All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As always, it's a freaking honor. You guys don't even know to sit down with my buddy and the legend, Wristin Grigg. Bro, what is up, my man?
Much, dude. I'm having a great day, great weekend, you know, and I hope you're doing the same. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's always an honor to sit down with you. It's always a good day when I get to sit down with my friends and have a chat for sure. Me and you got a lot to talk
Absolutely.
about, man. The season's come, the season's gone
We do. Yeah,
already. It's like where's the time going, right? So,
for real.
dude,
Like it was
Wristin,
March, like yesterday.
right? The 200 was getting ready to start, and here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting down at the end of the season, man. But again,
Hmm.
it's always an honor. I went to a lot of Moto America races, and yeah, always made a point to go straight over to you and get that hug and that laugh and that smile, which is important to me. So,
Absolutely.
but yeah, Riston.
We
So,
got some good pictures too.
dude, we do right, absolutely, we do. Always, dude. It's always a must for us. Yeah, 2025, man. You was on a different manufacturer this year. You were a Celtic Warhorse HSBK team with Ducati, previously come off the Kawasaki's for many seasons, right? So the first thing I want to ask you is what was the transition like coming off that Kawasaki and trying to make the Ducati into your own?
So I actually had a lot more struggle than I intended to have when I switched over to Ducati. Kind of with the ergonomics and kind of like the sizing of the bike, it was really hard for me to fit on it at first. But they worked really hard to kind of get me comfortable on the bike and figure out a setup that worked for me. And then once we figured that out, I was able to start figuring out how the bike reacts and feels and all that stuff. But it was everything was a little bit different than I expected. So just kind of more and more time on the bike, kind of really acclimated me to that. And I'm starting now to feel a lot better on the bike. But it was a very abrupt change compared to the Japanese frames. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's a very good bike. Things are working very good on it. But it was kind of hard for me to wrap my head around because I've been on the ZX6s since I started. So it was just a lot different in the way that I ride the bike. I have to figure out a different way to ride it. Kind of give and take a little bit here and there. Uh, but no, it's an amazing motorcycle. I'm glad to be on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's I always classify them as women, right? You used to tango and dancing with a certain woman for X amount of
Mhm.
years, and you see this other beautiful woman, you're like, man, I'd like to dance with her. And you go out there and dance with her, and you're like, okay, this is absolutely foreign. Even though we're doing the same
Yeah.
dance, it's a foreign
Yeah.
dance, right? But now maybe I got to adapt myself to get the best out of her instead of so focused on trying to adapt her to me, right? So it's always a give
Exactly.
take situation, and that I feel just personally is the biggest trick is finding that unique balance of you changing your riding style and the way you approach her, and also adapting her to you too as well, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. No, I agree with that. It's just it took some time, it took some practice, it took some care, but eventually I got to the point where I felt really comfortable on it. And then I could start pushing past what I was comfortable with. And that's just kind of what that that's more so what I wanted.
Yeah,
Like,
and you look good on it too, man. You look
thank you.
absolutely amazing in red. I'm not gonna lie. After all those years seeing you in
Appreciate
green
it.
and black, the different colors, man, and different bike. It's you, my friend, and always said this: have what it takes to make it as far as you want to go in this sport. You have absolutely have the people behind you to help you push you along the way. So it's and I say it all the time, Rustin. It's not you could have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have all those little individual puzzle pieces set in place, it's never going to happen, right? So those are just as
Absolutely.
important too, as well. So, yeah, man, let's kind of me and you take it a little bit round by round. So, first round, man, Daytona in March last year. This year coming into 2026, it's actually a point scoring race for Moto America, which changes the game and the approach to coming into Daytona, because I don't want to say you didn't take it as serious or nobody does, but it's like, yeah, it's I get a cool Rolex if I win, right? And I'm on this elite thing, but it has nothing to do with the championship moving forward. Well, now it does, right? So
Mhm.
that's definitely gonna change it. But let's just 2025 Daytona, man, what a race, what a weekend. Talk us through it, buddy.
we actually didn't run Daytona.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't. I forgot.
But but I wanted to, just didn't get the chance to, didn't have the time to put everything together. We were testing at that time. I was out in California
That's right. That's right.
trying to get used to the bike, trying to figure everything out. So that's another reason I didn't want to run it, because I was not comfortable yet. I was not where I wanted to be. I was in the best shape of my life, but I wasn't where I wanted to be on the motorcycle. So we skipped that one out. Um, Even though I really wanted to run it. I've only been to Daytona twice now after last weekend, and last weekend doing that 200-mile endurance, kind of really got me, um, got my head where it needed to be, and then kind of how the race was going to go, and the length of it. It's very mentally draining track. It's not very physical, but like how fast we're going, it's just like it's very mentally demanding. Uh, but next year, I definitely look forward to lining up for the 200. I think it's going to be electric. There's going to be so many people, especially with it being a points-paying race. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely. And everything you did this past weekend, just helps you test and tune for the 200 coming up, also with the gearing and the bike setup. So you got a good base setup and gearing to go out there, right? And also
Mhm.
at Daytona, it's a very unique track. I say it all the time. And also your gearing has a big part to play in it, right? Because you got to gear it for that draft. Because if you don't, you get
Yeah.
behind somebody, you're just banging off the rev limiter, and guess what? You're not going nowhere. You're going
No.
backwards.
And
So
then you also have the head and the tailwinds
yeah.
on the different sides of the speedway too. Like you'll run out of gear, you won't have enough gear. Then you got to also tune that for the infield, so you have enough torque and power coming off of corners, and it's just Daytona's kind of a gearing nightmare sometimes. But the team did really well at getting it where it needed to be, and I didn't really have any issues most of the weekend. I did have some issues when we had a tailwind, tapping out, but that just happened a couple of times, and that's to be expected.
Daytona,
Um,
man, it's always man. I love watching you guys go around there. You guys are absolutely just flat out. It's the only track, like my buddy Kenny says, is dude, you're full chat at 28
yeah,
seconds, 30 seconds. Nowhere else in the world on any racetrack you're this for that long a period of time, and
mhm.
that itself is just absolutely amazing to watch and hear because nothing sounds like a Ducati at full chat. Nothing.
No,
There ain't another bike
absolutely
in the
not.
world that sounds like a Ducati. It's just wide open. It's its own unique lady in red, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so the Azure race weekend at Daytona went well for you. It's always an honor to see you. You was only there for one day, correct?
Yeah, I was
Yeah, Friday.
yeah, I was there for Thursday, that Team Hammer Day, and then I was there for Friday, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wish I could have done the sprints, but it just didn't really work out. I mean, I could have, but you know, just just came home, spent some time with the family, and you know, just starting the off season training.
I hear you, man.
Um,
Put in that work, man. Get ready for next
yeah,
year for sure.
trying to, man.
You got this, bro.
Um,
You got this, Wristin. No problem,
Thank you,
man.
man. No,
And
it's
then
just everything kind of declined after the injury, so I got to rebuild my entire body back up and kind of get back to where I was, and then I'm gonna go further than that. So
100%.
um,
Yeah. So,
work
just
it out.
speaking of the injury real quick, me and you had talked off camera, right? And people don't realize that how mentally it is challenging for a rider for any type of injury to try to come back from, right? That is the struggle. It's all right here. Um, and you absolutely have the talent and you absolutely have the mental strength and the people behind you all the time feeding you that positive energy, and you can do it, and you can do it to push you even further, even though there's days and times, and everybody goes through this. I don't give a shit what sport you're in, where you're like, man, dude, I don't want to train today, and I don't want to do this as hard, and I don't want to go as hard, and this and that bullshit. You're going to go out there and give
Yeah.
it your all. That's exactly what you're going to do, right? And
Mm,
people don't see that
got to.
behind the curtains, and for that, my friend, is absolutely nothing but love to everybody that does it, because it's a struggle, man. It really
Yeah.
is. But
And a lot of those battles you got to fight, on your own. You got to push your own self. Nobody can make you want it.
yep, you got to want it
Um,
more than the next
mhm.
person. Like, you got to train harder than what Gagne's training at. Nobody knows how hard Gagne's training, so you just got to you think how
Mhm.
hard and push yourself even harder to
Yeah.
do that, right? Just to show it out there on the track, man. That's what it's about. Is yeah, obviously beating all the competitors. But next round after that, man, was Atlanta. It's one of my favorite racetracks is Georgia, and it's actually your local track.
Barber
Oh,
was
that's
the
right,
first round
Barber.
this year. Barber was the first round this year.
Was it Barber?
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
And then it
that's
was
right.
Atlanta.
And then it was Atlanta.
Um,
All right. Yeah.
and unfortunately, I didn't make it past the second lap in qualifying one.
No.
Um, no, but I, man, I felt so damn good for that first practice there. Like I was on my toes. Like, I mean, again, I was in the best shape of my life. I was kind of bouncing around. I was having a good time. I was ready to go. Um, and even not being very comfortable on the bike and kind of going out there and practice. I think I was in top 10 for most of the practice and time wise, and then I think I was in 12th by the end of it. But kind of where I was last year and with the competition that came into the class this year, that felt good to me. I was battling with people who were like, I'll be honest, spanking me last year, and I was making some good passes and I was feeling it, and so maybe that just kind of made me a little too excited coming into qualifying one, but after that first practice session, I felt really good and I was really happy with that, especially since I wasn't very comfortable with the bike. But qualifying one comes around, I'm feeling it. I'm hot headed, like not in a bad way, not in a mad way. I was just excited. I was ready to go. And then, yeah, in the sweeper before pit in, yeah, just took the front. Nothing too much. If anything, just came off, just slid off the track, freaking whiplashed my head the wrong way, and then, yeah, C6 fracture. Um, Bunch of ligamentous injury and like an unstable vertebrae or whatever they want to call it in medical terms. I'm not keen on medical terms. Um, but yeah, like I thought I just cricked my neck really bad. But like obviously you tell them that, your neck hurts. And they're like, oh, neck brace. You're going to the hospital. And I'm like, dang it. Because it's like again, it really didn't feel like anything that crazy. It just felt like I tweaked my neck. And yeah, got that X-ray, CT'd, freaking fractured C6, and that was so gutting because like I knew that that was basically the end of the season right there, depending on whether I need surgery or not. And then of course I ended up needing surgery, so that just kind of put me out. Then I had to sit from home and watch all my competitors that I worked so hard to get to their level to try to surpass their level, and I just watched them get better and better and better all year. So you go back to the confidence thing. Um, that wrecked my confidence. And I'm not afraid to admit that. Like it is what it is. That wrecked my confidence. I had zero motivation when I was like 2 months out of the injury, on the couch, still couldn't move, still couldn't like work out at all, couldn't do this at all. Like it was that was the roughest injury I've ever had to come back from. And I still have some ligamentous injury or problems. Kind of, they're still healing. They can take upwards to a year to heal, but they're a lot better than they were. But like where I was, and we were already in the middle of the season, and I was just like, "What are you gonna do?" Um, so I just, it took a long time for me to get my head wrapped back around like being confident and being like I'm good. I can still push for this. Yeah, I lost a little bit of ground or a lot of bit of ground, but it's okay. I'll just keep digging it. Um, keep trying my best and just move forward instead of dreading and thinking about the past and what could have been. Think about what could be type situation. Um, but yeah, Barber, I got a bone to pick with Barber.
You do.
Yeah.
Absolutely you do. It's and that's something, dude, that people don't realize too. It's the mental struggle, am I good enough? Do I still really want it this bad? This and that a lot, especially when you're sitting on a couch
Yeah.
and let's be honest, dude, the 600 class is the most stat class we have in Moto America. I
Yeah.
mean, it is freaking tip top,
Fast
dude.
dudes.
dude, you got to
Fast
bring it
dudes.
fast
Yeah.
and girls, Kayla too, right? Like
And girls, sorry, yeah.
it's to me it's my favorite class in Moto America right now just
Mhm.
because it's so stacked and there's so much level and when people get into that class it pushes their level to the next level too as well because iron sharpens iron, right? And again, dude, with the
Absolutely.
injury, bro, you got this, man. Again, people believe in you and you believe in yourself and you want it. So
Mhm.
you will be back and you'll be back
Yeah.
even faster than you were when you hurt
Mhm.
yourself. So
Mhm.
people are not ready for the healthy Wristin Grigg to come back. That's all I'm saying is they're not ready. They need to get ready, but they're not ready. So it's
And even still dealing with like problems and complications and neck stiffness and mobility and just range of motion and all that. I'm still I'm turning better lap times than I did last year. I'm just getting more and more and more comfortable, even, and I'm still just physically not where I need to be. So as long as I work on that and I get that where it needs to be at the beginning of the season, I feel like I'll have a fighting chance.
oh, absolutely you will. And I know you're gonna put in that work for sure. Matter of fact, since this
Sure.
podcast is over, he's going out there to train.
I am actually.
Yes, let's go. That's what I'm saying, man. Oh my God. I want to get to a couple of these comments real quick. We got Kevin Hornet. He says, my guys, what is up,
What
Kevin?
up, dude?
Kevin's awesome. Yeah, dude. It's always an
Always a
honor
pleasure,
to see
man.
Kevin. It
He's a
is.
good dude.
He is. He really is. And then we got
I go
Jeff.
seek him out every time.
I do too, man.
I, yeah,
Absolutely, I do. Uh, Jeff and Jessica. He says, Riston is the man. Yes, he is.
love
And then,
them.
hello,
Hometown
Lovey.
heroes.
Absolutely, they are. They're amazing
No,
people.
no, they're really good people. They were really supportive of me coming back from my injury. Jessica went to CVS and got me like all these creams and stuff, for my neck and ice packs and stuff like that. Jeff's off, and then Jeff's obviously a really good dude as well. He's really supportive, really nice.
Yes, he
Um,
is.
I appreciate them a lot.
Me too, and their daughter too. I got to give a shout out to her
Mhm.
too. She's absolutely amazing. I remember at
Oh
VR,
yeah,
I was there for the club race. She's going around getting everybody to sign her helmet, and she wanted me to sign her helmet too. I
yeah.
was like, okay, yeah, sure, here we go. Love it,
You're a
man.
legend in the paddock too, dude. People
Man,
deserve your signature.
man, I'm just a regular guy, brother that just loves all my friends and loves the sport, man. But yeah, I appreciate the kind words. My good buddy Crago from across the pond, mate. What is up? He said, what's up, Simcoe? Sending love from the UK. It's drinking season here now, so raising a roam to you. Lots across the pond, dude. Crago, let's go, mate. Let's go. I'm actually going to a
Go,
Halloween
dude.
party tonight, man, so I'll raise one for you guys too.
Nice, nice.
And then Kevin says, come back during the season was awesome, man. I'm excited for you next season. Me too, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It, it was hard to get back when I did. I still felt like it was a tad soon, but even I just wanted to get back, be around my friends, be around the sport that I love, and just try to dig, man.
That's
Plus,
it.
like I couldn't try to miss VIR. It's my favorite track, man. It's my
Let's
favorite track,
go.
man.
Yeah, it's just my home track, man. I love
I sat on
VR.
the couch for too many of them, bro. I don't care if I can only race one day. Like it is what it is.
Did you feel okay though? That one race you went out during VR?
Mm,
No.
no, that was rough. That was rough. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. At least you showed up and tried, right? And that's
Yeah,
the main thing. Uh
it had consistent lap time.
you did.
It's
You
just all
did.
I could say. That's all I could say.
Uh, but you'll get there, bro. You will.
Yeah.
One question I did want to ask, is being teammates with the legend Cameron Peterson, right? Dude, so cool guy, absolutely laid
Yes,
back, and I'm sure he was helpful for you too as well.
absolutely. No, absolutely. So first coming into it, I was worried about the bike. I was kind of worried about the, team and whatnot. I haven't been doing this a long time, so like I still feel like there's more people a little more deserving out there than me. So I just wanted to make the most of the opportunity that I have, and I was just kind of nervous about it and all that. And he kind of fixed that for me real quick. Really cool dude. He really helped me with a few things on the bike. He helped me with baseline setups. He just helped me with mentality, and then he was also a good friend. So we'd sit up in the riders lounge before the races. He'd have like World Superbike on or something like that, or like MotoGP. We'd watch that, hang out for a little bit, get our mind off things, and he's just a really good dude. Um, and he does work hard. and he may be laid back and all that stuff, but no, he's a serious dude. And he means business when he rides, um, and I saw I saw him overcome some big stuff this year too, especially like later in the year. After that crash at Coda, um, he has a lot of heart, and seeing that can really inspire somebody or kind of motivate somebody. Um, so huge thanks to him for a lot. He's a really good dude, um, and I do appreciate him a lot.
Absolutely. One question I have: is he a gamer like us?
Not as much. Not as much. He's a big golfer. That dude can play some golf. Um, I'll probably never play with him. I'd be too embarrassed. I cannot swing a golf club to save my life. Like if somebody put a gun to my head and told me to swing this golf club, I'm
Uh,
done.
yeah, right. Me
I'm done.
too.
Like I just can't do all that. But
That's hilarious.
no man. Uh he I think he plays a little bit of COD um with some friends when he can. But I think he kind of just keeps it to that.
Yeah, yeah. I always love playing video games. Right. I'm still like a little kid at heart. Matter of fact,
Hmm.
somebody was texting me, and my text message reply was, "I don't want to grow up because I'm a Toys R Us kid." Right? Like, no, let's not grow up. Right? Let's go. I miss
Yeah,
Toys
dude.
R Us. But yeah,
Go
I
get a
always
Lego
wonder
set,
because
bro.
dude, bro, I'm telling you, and you know what's funny is, dude, there's a lot of people that play golf, especially in our sport, a beautiful
Yeah.
circus. I think the golf game it's probably more so mentally challenged than road racing, so to speak, in its own unique certain way. And I think that's why it attracts a lot of the racers because it's that mental challenge to learn how to read each green and how to hit the ball,
Hmm.
what ball to use and what club to use. And all that. I'm the type of guy I show up. I'm like, dude, I want to drive the golf cart. Let's crack open some beers and let's laugh and have some fun, right? Like that's me right there.
I mean, you're right though. Golf does take a lot of, discipline. I mean, you got to consistently do it. You got to consistently hone your craft, and it takes a lot of technique. It's like people from the outside looking in and be like, "Oh, that's an easy sport. You can just do that." No, it's not. This is like you got to be really patient, really level-headed, really smart about the way that you do it.
Just like
Um,
road racing.
yeah.
That's why I think it attracts so many riders in the sport. And Jason JP, he's a big golfer too. So yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, you was at VRR, you didn't make Atlanta. What all rounds did you make it to this year?
I did that one day at VIR, then I missed out on Mid Ohio, which was the next round.
Yeah.
It's another track that I kind of like. I wish I could have been there, but I ended up doing Austin and Jersey. Um, so those are the only two that I really got to, unfortunately. And then like obviously like coming back after that much time off, I sucked. I did. I was not where I needed to be. I wasn't in bike shape. I wasn't mentally all there. I was just kind of struggling a lot with confidence again. And just it sucked. And I kind of felt like I was backpedaling for a minute, just but like just being out there and just to keep putting myself out there, keep doing the qualifiers, keep doing the races. Like, yeah, it's not where it needs to be right now, but I'm on the bike. I'm in the right environment. Um, because I mean, I could go to track days every day of the week, but it's not going to get you in that race shape. It's not going to get you in that mentality that that a Moto America race does. It's just a whole different level. And so just in the Jersey went a little bit better. Had a little bit more battles. Uh, felt a little bit better on the bike, but still just not quite physically where I needed to be. And by the end of that weekend, I was content. I wasn't happy or I wasn't sad. I was just kind of content with it is what it is. I got back out there. I tried, you know, um, and even in just a little bit of time that I was at the Moto America races, I just kept getting a little bit better, just a little bit better. And then just trying to figure it out and really just work on my body position again because that's kind of been hindered. I can't quite rotate my neck the way that I need to when I am leaned in a corner. So just trying to figure that out as well. And plus that just kind of drains my energy really, really, really quickly. It's just kind of having that constant strain on my neck all the time. Um, but that's getting a little bit better as well. Um, then obviously that was the end of the season. Then we had Daytona, Azra. Um, I was fortunate enough to have some of the guys from the team come there. I didn't know if it was just going to be me, Mac, and my dad, or if it was just if we were going to have a few guys from the team there. We ended up having a few guys from the team, which is good. Um, you know, really helped me get the bike set up, gearing set up, all that stuff. Just kind of got me where I needed to be bike wise, and then I could work on my mentality and work on you know myself out there. And honestly, Thursday didn't really go great. Listen, not it's nothing on them. It was just me. I was just kind of just I don't know. I just wasn't all there mentally. And we rolled into Friday. Had some trouble in the first few practice sessions, which was fine. That's fine. And then we get back out on the race, and then I don't know if it was just a different setting, if I had like carrots to chase, or like what was going on, but I felt a lot better. I was running some really good lap times. I was That's kind of the best I've felt. That's definitely the best I've felt since I've come back, which was really good for me. It just That's another thing I need to work on with my neck and everything like that is being on the banking for that long and being tucked in is very, very, very hard on my neck right now. Because it's almost like I'm having to like I can't do that mobility myself. I kind of have to like stick my chin on the tank and then like force my head down. So which is stretching it out. It's good. Like if anything, I feel like I have a little bit more mobility now than I did before I went to Daytona, but that was really, really that was a struggle for me. Um, but that's getting better. And unfortunately, I couldn't get to the races that I wanted to this year, and I couldn't do what I wanted to this year. But again, like I'm just gonna keep looking forward, just gonna keep working forward, and everything gets a little bit better each time I go out. So that's all I can ask for. The team's amazing. I mean, they do so much work, and they all work really hard in their own right, and they deserve a lot more than I was able to give them this year. Um, so that's kind of another motivation that I have as well, is just to kind of not only do it for myself, do it for all the people behind the scenes that don't get the credit, but work insanely hard. You know, they travel just as
Absolutely.
much as we do, and not more. They work, I think they work harder. They're just always doing something. It's just you know, in a paddock like that, I feel like riders have it easy watching what these guys have to go through every weekend. Um,
A hundred
So
percent.
I
A
I I
hundred
I
percent.
I could not thank them enough. Um,
Uh, You're right. It's a lot of work that goes in the weekend. Show up on Wednesday, set up, constantly working, get back to the hotel 8, 9 o'clock at the track by 7 a.m. just
yeah,
to get right back to work. It's like, dude, that's the craziness of the beautiful circus. But for us that show up and do it, man, it's not work, it's love and passion. And it's what we
yeah,
want to do and while we're
and
there,
that's a
right?
difference. You can tell they love it.
Yeah.
Like, they
110%.
just love it.
One question I have for you, man. I noticed Mac followed you, right? You've been with Mac for a long time, dude. Well, he's so cool, man. I love him. He
We
always
love
comes up
Mac,
to
yeah.
me and says hi, dude. I want to get him on my podcast. I told him, I was like, dude, I want to get you on my pod, man. Sit down and chat it up with you because your job and your role is just as important as Wristin's role and everybody else. And
Absolutely.
you've been with Wristin for a long time. So, bro, how important is that for you to bring Mac along with you on this journey too, as well?
I think it's very important. So last year before the season even started, um, we had gotten Mac to come to just the track day club race to come hang out, come help us out, yada yada. He did really, really well. He's very knowledgeable. And he's very quick with everything that he does on the bike. And so we really enjoyed having him there. He's become a really, really good friend of mine. I mean, especially traveling, like having somebody with you, is great all the time. And, just having a friend there with you is great. For him being a mechanic's a bonus, I mean, he's my friend first. So, um, he, so he did the whole season with us last year, which was fantastic. He did great all season. Coming into this year, he had a little bit to learn to he had to have a little bit to learn as well about the Ducati. So he put in a lot of work. He spent some time up in Pennsylvania, really figuring the bike out, taking them apart, putting them back together. So that was really cool to see. So he was motivated in his own right, and that's while I was out in California working myself. So he was putting in some good work. Uh, while I was gone to make himself a better technician and really get himself ready for the team. So that was really huge to see, and I'm really glad that he still puts up with my shit and and still wants to travel with me. But I don't think there's not really another technician or mechanic that you know I'd I'd want to take with me. He's a really good dude. And his family's really cool for letting him travel with me all the time. I appreciate them as well. So,
Oh,
um,
100%, man.
uh,
It's
Mac's
cool.
a good dude. He's a really good technician, and he's a very good rider himself.
I know. Me and him go. We talked about it some. I can't wait to get him on here and sit down with him. I just think it was really cool, especially because Celtic Warhorse was open to allowing him to come on the team and work with you because you guys are buddies. You already know each other so well. And I said this to Tyler Scott. This is something I talked about with him too. How important it is to have those people that you trust to be with you at every round. And that's something less that Wristin don't have to worry about. I know my bike's going to be 100% because Matt worked on it. That's equations out of it versus you showing up on a new team, new bike, new teammate, which is a legend, right? Don't know nobody, never even talked to him. And now I got to trust you 110% with my life. Right. That's a lot to ask from a rider. And that's also part of that mental game when riders switch teams and new crew chiefs. That's why you see a lot of riders want to take their crew chief with them,
Yeah,
because of that trust right there. And when I seen him, I was like, yeah, inside, I was like, yes, dude, he's with Wristin. I
yeah,
knew
yeah.
how important that was for you and him together, which is huge.
When
So
when we were first talking about all this last year, coming to this team and whatnot, like that was kind of like the first thing I thought of. It's just like Max got to go with me. Like I I just like I don't know. That's just like the first thought that came to my head. Like I can't do this alone. But no, I mean he adapted to it really well. He made some good friends pretty quick, and he got along with everybody in there, and everything was going good. And obviously he's really good at what he does. So there's just no questions there.
I love
Um,
it.
but no, I'm glad it was able to work out the way it did.
Me too, my friend, because I know how important it is, especially to play a role in a rider. Again, it's one less thing you need to focus on, right? Or you don't have to worry
Hmm.
about. And plus, having somebody there that you're friends with just makes it, the whole race weekend just easy altogether, right? Because you have somebody you trust and you can tell them anything. Certain things you're not going to tell other people, right? But with him, you can just lay it all out there and get his feedback and yeah, go on about your day and be happy. So it is, man.
Absolutely.
But yes, it's always good to see you guys, man. He always comes up to me. I remember when I first met him, we was I think it was VIR. I met him last year and his glasses were broke. I was like, bro, how can you stand to have this sunglasses? That would drive me insane to have that crack across my leg. He started laughing. He's like, I don't know. It's freaking
Well, I
hilarious.
think he actually cracked them that weekend. So he didn't have another pair. So it's just kind of like it is what it is. That's what he had to deal with. Um, but no, I think it was driving him crazy too. I think it was,
So
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was driving him crazy. Because I think that was for was that for a CCS Azure Club race weekend?
it
Was
was.
that? Okay, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, because you had sent me a text like, dude, I'll be down at VR. I said, I'll see you there, my friend. Yep.
yeah. Hell yeah. No, yeah.
Absolutely.
I
um,
love that track, man.
it's such a great
Dude,
track.
that's fucking electric, dude.
It is, and I tell people, to me, I got most of my miles around that track in Firebird out there in Phoenix, but to me, it was my favorite corner 7, But to me, the trickiest, the most difficult section for me at VIR was turn one because it looks like a double apex. It's not a double apex.
Mhm.
There's so many different lines you could take through there. It's basically one or two gears, depending on the size of the bike you're in. But man, there's so many lines that comes out of there that sets you up with 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because if you mess that up, man, basically it's hard to make up any time at VIR because you're constantly moving, you're constantly working. So it's that.
That is a pretty physical track. You're
Yes.
just, yeah, again, as you said, you're just always moving. You're always working something. You're always changing direction, trajectory and all that stuff. It's just, I don't know. You got to find a flow on that track and be able to stick to it for a very long time.
Yeah. Yep, that's the trick, is the flow for sure. But it's unique. And I always look at tracks when I approach them is not only, going around, staying in the pit area, talking to all my friends throughout the weekend, but I look at it as a fan standpoint. Like, does a fan need a moped or a scooter to get around to see most of the track? There's a lot of tracks we do, but VR, fortunately, like Jersey is one of those you really don't need one to really get around because they're still big, but it's not so big inside to where you can't walk to every corner pretty much and take videos and pictures. Now, somewhere like
Absolutely.
Road America and Road Atlanta, forget about it. You got to, right? Laguna Seca, you got to.
You couldn't ride a scooter to the other side of Road America without missing half the race.
Facts.
Like, you have to pick a spot and watch from there. And like, all you see is like, you might see them for a few seconds and they're gone. And then it's going to be another 4 miles, 2.5 minutes before they come back around. Well, not quite 2.5 minutes, but I mean, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, close to it. Yeah, for sure.
But they do do a good job with their jumbotrons. They do have a lot of jumbotrons at Road America, so that kind of makes it a little bit better.
I wish all tracks had more jumbotrons on it, man. It'd make it easier for the fans just to post up in one spot and their favorite corner, and then watch the rest of the track into action of what's going on. So I agree with that, man.
Yeah.
It's real quick at Road America, the only crappy spot about Road America, man, is their showers, dude. That stupid push button. You got to freaking keep pushing the button for the water to keep coming on. I got my head leaned against it, your foot pressed up on it. You're like, come on, baby, let's go.
And we're going to check out TDJU for the shower ranking list.
Oh my God, it's hilarious. It's funny,
I forgot
man.
where Road America was on that.
Right. Yeah. I have to go look. It's been a while. It's funny because I post on there all the time. Of course, I ask permission and they're like, yeah, absolutely. And the past couple of times people are hitting me up saying, dude, like, we love what you do. It's nothing but positive, but can you please just post something shitty and raw and raunchy? And I was like,
yeah,
you know what, Matt? Yeah. I'm gonna have to make just to satisfy the sharks out there. I'm gonna have to feed them one time. Yeah. So I've been thinking a lot of what I'm gonna do. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. I think I'm just gonna go on this rant and just talk shit and just know whoever I'm talking shit about, it's nothing but love. I'm just joking around, right? And I'm gonna call you and we'll have a conversation before I do it. It's just something fun to do, right? They want it. Let's just give it to them. Why not? Let's play into it for a minute. But yeah, it's great, man. I always like checking in on the guys. Or I actually had Mike Matt on my podcast, and yeah, I'm getting ready to get Khalil. I hope I didn't murder your name. He's part of that group too. TDJU famous. I started laughing. It's hilarious. It's entertaining.
Like almost anytime somebody mentions it, you just know you're gonna laugh.
Yeah,
you just know there's some unhinged stuff going on in there.
Dude, it's raw and it's just fun, man. I tell people, man, don't take it so serious, man. If you can't make fun of yourself, then just don't even join in the talk or the conversations, right? And don't even take it personal. It does sound personal sometimes, and sometimes it probably is personal. Let's be honest, but you still can't just laugh it off and say whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
just
all
move
good.
on with it.
Just move on. It's all just talk shit back. That's what I recommend. Just give it back to them. Let's see. Jessica says, anything for you, my dear, with a big heart emoji. Absolutely. We love you, Jessica. And Jeff.
Sorry, I'm missing y'all's Halloween party.
And Allie, right? Yeah, I wish I could I got one to go to down the street tonight. I just got done making some homemade cheese dip for the party. And then we got Brennan Triplett, my man, dude. It's always an honor to see my friend, dude. That's what's going on, Brennan. And then Jeff says, proud of what you have achieved coming off a serious injury. It's all up from here, my dude. 110%.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
And then Jessica says, hi, Al. Let's go. Yeah, man. It's
Love it.
yeah, again, 2025's come and gone so fast. There's a lot of changes coming up in our sport next year. As far as we got Matty Skoltz on the super bike, we got BJ leaving the 600, he's going to the super bikes. We got a lot of rumor mills and shit that's floating around the paddock on who's leaving, who's coming in, who's changing seats, what teams exiting, what teams are staying. There's a lot of them going around right now, so I'm excited to see how 2026 unfolds. One thing that I'd really love to see, Wristin, and I say it all the time, is, dude, we need tire wars back in it. Bring Bridgestone, bring Michelin, bring Pirelli, bring all the manufacturers back in the sport. Bring them all. Let them run. I see it as a good thing for the sport. I see it as it also open up doors for sponsorships, especially for all the men and women in the backfield trying to, because tires are freaking just out. It'll lower the cost of tires because now we've got competition in there. Plus, it'll elevate the level of tires like it used to be, right? It's just good for the sport. It'll bring more money into it, I think, too, as well, and help everybody out. So and plus,
some of the competitors are just riding on tires that they're not comfortable with, because at like a track day or like a club race weekend, they won't even run Dunlops, and they got to come to Mid-America and they're forced to run them. Now, me personally, I've ran Dunlops, the entire time I've been on road race bikes, which is fine. And I love them. I've become very adapted to them. And I've never tried anything else, but like, I'd like to see options for other people who maybe didn't want to go that route. And plus, it's just good for all of them. Personally, I would probably stick with Dunlops. Ride Dunlop.
Let's go, right? Like, and usually when I did track days, like, man, I've pretty much ridden on everything just because I'm that type of guy. I just want to try it. Like I'm not changing the bike, and this is one thing people don't realize too, is you can line up all 120/70 fronts, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Michelin, Pirelli, blah, blah, blah. All the profiles are different. Some are more pointier, some are more rounded, some aren't as tall, some are shorter. So that changes the geometry of the bike. Now you got to set up your bike to adapt the best for the tires. That's the whole point of road racing. I don't give a shit if it's cars, trucks, drag, whatever it is. So if you can't get the best out of those black round things, guess what? You're not going fast. Period. End of story. So, man, I really like the Pirellis. I really like the Bridgestone front. I think that's my favorite front in the world. I feel like I could just pull the lever all the way back and just trail brake, and that front's just like glued.
Nice.
The Pirellis give me mass confidence right off the jump, like, because it's a softer carcass, so the bike moves around a little bit more, right? Because it's not a stiffer carcass. So, but I like the movement. I like that dance and tango. It's all confident, inspiring. But when the grip goes off, it's almost like it just falls off the planet to me, right? Everybody's different. Everybody feels different. The Dunlops, I feel like they're super sticky. I feel like I got to work my way into them, right? But once they're there, it's there. But the thing I do like about Dunlop more than any of them is when they start to go off, it's a gradual go off. So you actually start to feel it start going away. And you're like, okay, I can't brake as hard here and I can't get on the gases. So instead of doing that, let me stand the bike up a little bit more on this next lap and see if I can get on the gas just as hard, so that's you're constantly evolving your riding style as the race goes on, or the track day or session or whatever it is goes on. The harder you push yourself, you also got to adapt your style to get the best out of the tires as the tire grip wears and goes down, right? Yeah, the Bridgestone though, to me, bro, you put that on there, you get the thing hot and sticky. It's like, dude, you just like all the way back to the lever, and it's just money. Like, yeah, it's money, dude. But yeah, it's
and speaking on the Pirelli and the Dunlops, I think I've heard the exact same thing from a lot of different people. So you're definitely on the money there.
Yeah, it's it's again, I was that type pro dude. I tried Avons, I tried man, there's a bunch of tires I did. Why not? You never know, right? That's the thing about it. But when I did it, I really didn't, change a whole lot on my bike a lot, because I wanted to just keep it like this one baseline and see what the actual tire is telling me per the same setup that I have, if that makes sense. Right. So I'm not taking 50 billion different notes on these tires and this temperature and all that shit that goes along with the game. Kenny, what is up, my man? Thank you for joining. Kenny Abbott, man. He's the one that actually invited me to go to Daytona this past weekend, which was, man, again, thank you so much. It was an absolute honor. It was one of the best weekends I've had of my life, man. I was super nervous going in. Like, can I commutate? Is this going to be good? Like, all those kind of self-doubt questions I had when I took over the podcast.
Absolutely.
But man, it was so much fun being down there, interviewing everybody, and being part of the Horizon Award and interviewing Bodie. It was, yeah, man, absolutely. But he says UK boys can't say you've been drinking all day if you don't start in the morning.
He's absolutely right. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's just that.
It's funny because see, at Jersey, I hang out with all my CFE boys. I hung them out at Mid Ohio too, and yeah, first thing in the morning, it's like 7:30 in the morning. They're like, dude, we got a shotgun of beer, Simcoe. And I'm like, bro, that's way too early. Dude, the Hobo was like, Chris was like, hey, paper, rock, scissors. I was like, fuck, okay, let's go. Right. Like, fortunately for me, I won. So I didn't have to drink 7:30 in the morning.
There you go.
Roll about 9 a.m. I rolled back over there. And guess what? I lost. It was shotgun time. And then as I'm sitting there, I get an ice cold beer poured all over me too. So yeah, that's how my morning started with the CFE boys at Jersey. So let's go. I love it, man. Oh God.
Yeah, I just want a Red Bull, man. I want to sit here and soak up some sun for a minute.
Right.
Like, go on. Shoot.
We got Daryl. Welcome, Daryl. Thank you so much for tuning in. He says, absolutely, I like Dunlop, but I would love to see some other manufacturers in the tire game. It would be a game changer for many of the teams. It would. Absolutely, it would. I agree. But real quick, speaking on Azure, because we're coming up on an hour of this. I got one scheduled here at 2:30. Man, dude, did you run into my good buddy Danny Webb and Johnson from the TT? They were there this weekend too. Last weekend,
I did not run into them. Unfortunately, but again, I was only there for half the weekend.
Yeah.
So I can't really say that I got around too much.
Yeah, they were there. It's always good to see the UK boys back over here in America, the Mecca. It was funny because me and Gary Johnson, I was asking him about, he's a legend at the TT, man. And to me, Wristin, I say it all the time. We use the term alien with Lorenzo and Rossi and Marquez and yada, yada, yada. To me, they are some of the elite of the sport. But the real aliens to me is all the men and women that freaking race the TT and the Northwest 200 and the Macau, the real road racers. Those are the absolute aliens of the sport. Those that do the TT do short circuit racing. There's hardly anybody that does short circuit racing that also does the TT. Think about that. Right? So to me, it's not that their skill level is any better than Wristin's. They just have this unique ability in their brain. Let's see, the best way I explain it to people, Wristin, is they're okay and they feel just as confident and safe in a confined space going Mach bejesus speed as us normal mortals do at the wide open spaces, right?
From the outside looking in, forgive my language, some crazy something.
Bro.
They're crazy. But no, I respect the hell out of all of them. Like real stuff. Like they are so talented. They're very, very confident in what they do, and they're very good at what they do. I wouldn't do that personally. I'll stick to my road race courses. I'm not in a confined space. I'm not dragging my shoulder on a concrete wall. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all are absolutely crazy for that.
That's the most beautiful thing ever.
I love it though. I love it though. Like it makes the hair on my arm stand up at times watching that stuff.
Absolutely. It's funny because I asked Gary, actually Kenny's the one that asked him, do you notice the walls at Daytona? And Gary's like, no, absolutely not. I don't see the walls at all. Right. And that's from racing the TT. None of that stuff bothers him. So it's good for our sport again, and you guys stay tuned because I do have Danny Webb coming up on the podcast. I've been following his career, man, since I've seen him first in BSB years ago. But again, it's cool to see people like that from across the pond come over here and say that Daytona International Speedway is the mecca of racing, right? And people don't know, we said it there during the weekend, Daytona really got on the map when Giacomo Agostini come over and actually won the race and went back and told all his friends, and that's what really made it to where it is now. And then, dude, we got another legend in the house, and it's always good to see you, my man, Steve, Wristin's dad. Dude developed warrior status this year, fighting his way back. So proud of him, Steve. We are too. Nothing but love, Steve, to you and Wristin.
Thank you,
Man,
Dad.
you guys are absolutely amazing. I told Wristin, as always before we started this, man, it's I
You
always
can
go
say
straight
something
to
nice to
find
me
you guys.
sometimes.
Oh my God, I love it. But yeah, it's you're right, Steve. I'm super proud of you and Wristin. And that's the beautiful thing that I really love about this sport is the grassroots of racing, Steve. And it started with you in your career back in the day in AMA on the Muzzy Raptor and the Formula USA class. I was a fan then. I'm still a fan now of yours, and obviously your son. To me, it comes full circle because I was that little kid running around in the pits getting all the pictures and autographs. I actually got one of me and Steve and his Muzzy Raptor. I
Heck yeah.
found all my pictures. I'm gonna sort through them. I'm gonna text you, Steve, that picture. And now to me, it's full circle because now I'm still a fan of Steve and I'm a fan of his boy, which is Wristin right here. And he's doing the same thing and in the same passion and love on two wheels, right? And that's where it started, was right there with Steve. So let's go. Ethan, dude, we got another one in the house. Ethan, what is up? Coming for Souls next year after putting in a solid off season.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Absolutely. Ethan's another one, man. He's another legend that runs around that paddock all the time in Moto America,
Yeah,
helping everybody out.
we just got together. I'm gonna be doing some work with him this off season. He, he's a really good dude, and we've got a really good plan for us. I'm really excited to see how that's gonna go.
Yeah, me too. He's absolutely amazing human being. It's always an honor to see you, Ethan, my friend, and I can't wait for me, you, and Sculties to sit down and chat it up on the podcast. It's gonna be it's going to be a lot of fun, and again, our class is changing next year. We got a lot of movement going around. So 2026 is going to be a proper mega year for everybody. We got, my boy Ryder Davis is doing a full season at Moto America this year coming up. It's going to be, yeah, I love it, man. Next year is going to be an absolute cracker. Wristin Grigg is going to be 100% fixed. He's going to be out there on the top box. Again, people's not ready for Wristin to show up 100% healthy. I can't wait for that first podium for
I
you,
appreciate
man.
that.
It's going to be real emotional for me too, as well, because I know all the trials and tribulations and the hard work you guys put in just to be there day in, weekend, all that goes along with it. So that's one thing I love about being friends with everybody is, man, I get emotional and teary-eyed eyes. I go in the bathroom and fucking cry and call my wife. She's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "It's not. I'm just so happy when he did this and this and this. Let's fucking go." And my wife loves it, dude. She eats it up too. So it's
That's
always an
awesome.
honor, my friend. It is, dude. It is. It's good stuff. Well, look, Wristin, dude, we're almost an hour into this, man. Let's talk about
We
video
are.
games for a minute. But before we get
Jeez.
off here, and when we do end this, just stay on with me for a minute because we're gonna go ahead and schedule our next one. Dude,
Yeah.
last time I had you on, Star Wars Outlaws had been out for I think several months. Me and you both were playing the shit out of that game.
Yeah, yeah. Had
Uh,
to. Had
dude,
to.
me and Riston are stupid Star Wars nerds. Dude, the game was good. The story was okay. It could have been a lot better, of course. But
Yeah.
how awesome was it to see a new Star Wars open world game come out?
It was good. I think if they were gonna keep it single player and keep it very, kind of isolated to yourself, they could have made the story a lot longer and a little bit more immersive. I don't know. But for what it was a really good game. Um, thank God I got it on sale. I don't know if it was worth this. I don't know if it was worth 70, but it was I I really enjoyed it. I'm personally a little bit more of a fan of the Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
Um, with Cal Kestis, that's a really good series. Those are really good games. But no, I just enjoyed it. It's kind of like he kind of puts you in the life of a scoundrel.
Well,
It's good stuff.
I think that's what I enjoyed the most of it because it was a different role. You wasn't a Jedi, you wasn't this, you wasn't
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
You was on the
You
other
were a
end,
regular person.
regular person. And I like that. That's what attracted me to the game. Of course, open world
Hmm.
more. It was kind of slow and kind of monotonous, just like most open world games. Let's just be honest, it's all the same shit. It's just like Call of Duty, man. It's the same freaking game year in, year out, just different maps, and it's the same shit, right? Currently,
I think
what are you playing?
I'm playing a lot of Battlefield 6 right now. Um,
Love
Again,
Battlefield.
I was a huge Call of Duty player for years, and then like as you said, it's the same game every year. Like nothing's changing. They're not listening to the community. It's just like so. I stopped playing. I've never been a Battlefield player. I played Battlefield 1 years ago. I think my grandma got it for me for Christmas. And then found out this one was coming out. I saw all the trailers and everything for it. I'm like, okay, I got to get on this. And like that's probably one of my favorite shooters to date.
Me too.
I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege again recently. I've been kind of getting back into shooters. I kind of pushed off of them for a while,
Yeah,
because they're rage inducing.
they are
Um,
very much
you
so.
know, but I'm kind of enjoying them again, and then yeah, League of Legends has me in a chokehold. Uh, but other than that, that's kind of all I'm playing right now. Oh, no, I lied. Plants vs Zombies replanted just came out like like yesterday or 2 days ago. Now I'm planting like it's 1999, son, in HD. It's great. Oh man,
Is that on your cell
it,
phone or consoles?
that's on consoles and Steam, man.
Dude, I might have to. I'm definitely gonna have to get that. I was a huge Plants vs Zombies player. It's just a cool
Dude,
game, man.
bro, the game looks so good. Like it should be illegal how good that game looks.
Yep.
It's great. And then plus like the couch co-op and yeah, like the multiplayer and the verses and all that stuff. It's pretty
Love it.
cool.
I love it,
It's good
man.
stuff.
I love it. Yeah,
Um,
real quick, Israel says like tailing you and Ryder for a couple of laps around RRR. What is that? The new Honda? I know exactly what it is, but I just
Robot,
yeah, I know what it
okay.
is. Congrats on the great results at the ROC. Yeah, man,
Thank you, brother. I
absolutely.
appreciate that.
So Israel, he goes over
Robo's an
there
interesting track.
and does real road racing too as well. He goes over there and
Nice.
so yeah, Roebling. That's a track I've never been to. I want to go there for
It's a
sure.
pretty good track. I think that was the first track I ever. Man,
we are
stay in your
we
lane, Jesse.
yeah,
Stay.
right. We are nerds, man. It's video games, and you're right, dude. The thing that I love about uh brain fart is, dude, I can blow up buildings and go through walls. I'm not stuck in this itty bitty map, right? It's
Mm,
my son plays a lot of Siege, him and his buddies. I try to get into Siege. It's okay. To me, Siege is it's preventing people from coming in or you got to break in. But at the same time, after a couple games, after about an hour, it's all monotonous. It's the same shit, right?
yeah.
I've been playing, what have I been playing? I've been playing Far Cry 6. Everybody told me that
I
was a
heard
good
the new
game.
Far Cry is good.
Yeah, I started
I've heard
that.
it's good. Oh,
Um,
I need to play the new Borderlands too.
Dude, yes, that's another one I want to play. And then of course I want to play Ghost of Yoeti because that's a good one. The first one was
Yeah.
really good. And of
Mm-hmm.
course I was always an Assassin's Creed nerd, so I haven't got the new Assassin's Creed. I'm waiting on that shit to go on sale.
Shadows.
Yeah, I'm tired of
Shadows is pretty damn good.
have you played
I
it?
think it's pretty damn good.
Love it.
Um, it's got a really good story. Two playable characters, but two completely different fighting styles. It's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
I always love the
I
stories of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, no, they're really good. I think to this day, Origins is
My
probably my
favorite.
favorite.
Origins and the one with the Spartans in it are my two favorite Assassin's
Odyssey.
Creed. Odyssey. Yeah, those are my
Yeah.
two. Dude, you're right, dude. There's nothing like the story of Bayek and Origins. It was such
Hmm.
an emotional roller coaster of a ride.
Yeah.
And that's what really draws you into video games. It's just like the first The Last of Us, man. At the beginning, where his daughter gets shot and killed, bro. I was literally crying. I'm always like, you crying at a
Yeah,
video
bro.
game? I'm like, you gotta watch this shit. Like,
But it's
but
the story of it, like
dude,
it
and
gets
then
you
I
so
played the
immersed
second
into
one.
it.
Yeah, and then the second one, I'm like, this is shit. Like, y'all just fuck this game all up, man. What are you guys
Yeah, see,
doing?
that's the problem with some sequels. It'll either be better than the first, or it'll ruin it'll just kind of ruin the franchise.
It does, man. It does. Well,
Um,
But yeah, Wristin, listen, we're coming up on an hour on this. So
Yeah,
me and you're gonna end this. I'm
an
gonna let
hour.
you end it and give all your shout outs. But before I do that, as always, I just gotta say, man, thank you to everyone that watches this podcast, that hits that like, that hits that subscribe, that sends me all the messages. Man, it means so much to me. If it wasn't for you guys and girls watching, if it wasn't for Wristin and everybody come on here, I would not be sitting here and we would not be having this conversation. So it's nothing but love to each and every single one of you. If you had not
Love.
yet, yes, please go hit that like and that subscribe button for me. It means a lot. It's always an honor to sit down with my buddy Wristin. Wristin, tell everybody where they can find you on all the social medias, the next track day you might be at, where people can come up and get pictures and autographs. And do you have any merch for sale yet?
I'm working on it, bro. I'm working on it. I do have hats, but I kind of just give those out. So if anybody wants a hat, just I mean, just come see me. I have the ones in black like that, then I have the white ones as well. I think the white ones will look pretty fly.
Yes,
White
they
ones
do.
look fly. But no, I mean, you can just find me at Wristin Grigg or Wristin.Grigg27 on just about everything. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I need to kind of catch up on my posting, but you can find me there. Um, yeah, that's about it for socials.
I love
Um,
it.
huge thank a huge thank you to Celtic, the Warhorse, HSBK Racing, Ducati for all their patience and their hard work this year with me. And I know it was not really the year that we wanted, but they went up and they went above and beyond every single race to make sure they're having I had what I needed. Obviously huge thanks to my dad, Matt Lockridge, my mechanic, and then my mom as well. She's always in my corner. She's always being really supportive and helping me out. Um, then a huge thank you to Arai, huge thank you to Donese, Dunlop, Dripping Wet, Custom Cockpits. That kind of really helped change my riding style a lot. Was that really helped. Obviously, Greg Electric, huge. Those guys do a lot of really good work. They work really hard, and I'm very fortunate to be able to do what I do. But yeah, man, I appreciate every one of you guys. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. It's kind of a list. But I'm really looking forward till next year, and just gonna keep pushing. I'm just gonna keep pushing and keep digging.
That's it. That is it, my friend. I said it, dude. You're gonna make it all the way in this sport, man. Super excited for
Thank
you
you.
to see your progression. Can't wait till you step on that top box. And more than anything, is I can't wait to run into you and your dad again, beginning in March and a couple months away, man. It's hard to even
Yeah,
say.
dude,
March
it's
is
gonna
a
be
couple
great.
months
Oh,
away, right?
sorry, I forgot one. Huge thanks to Chris Simcoe, Pin the Gas podcast. Definitely check this dude out. He's got Spotify. You can go back, listen to all his favorite Legends podcasts. Good stuff.
Appreciate the love, man. Thank you so
Super
much.
supportive.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. And listen, on that note, I got a podcast here in about 20 minutes
Yep.
coming back up, and then I got to go to this Halloween party. So I will catch you guys and girls here in a few more minutes. Wristin, just down with me for a second. And listen, the sprint race happened. I didn't stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning. I tried to. My ass fell asleep, so I watched it today. I'm not going to do no spoilers. It was okay. So anyway, I hope you guys' weekend is as proper mega as you are, and I'll see you soon.
Faith.
Deuces.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.